Giancarlo Perasso, he's chief economist for Redux, formerly of the OECD and a consultant for the World Bank. Well, that question first up, Giancarlo.
Good morning. The package here is solves the short-term liquidity problem, does not solve, in my view, the long-term solvency problem. The main reason is that the fiscal adjustment is necessary, is done, is very harsh, but it kills domestic demand. So where is growth coming from? Usually it comes from the external demand, but in this case, how do you stimulate external demand? Usually it is through a devaluation, but that would defeat the whole purpose of the exercise here, right? So there's no exchange rate adjustment to push for an increase in external demand. Therefore, something else must happen. And the only other way is through an increase in productivity, in a reduction in the labor costs and all that. And crucially at this point is social consensus. Will the Greek people accept a severe cut in salaries? And here I'm talking about a severe cut in salaries in the private sector. That cannot be legislated. That has to be agreed upon.
Do you think that would happen?
It is very difficult because if you think of that, you know, we know about the public employees, and they would have a severe wage freeze and the cut in the 13th and 14th monthly payment for those above a certain threshold. But you know, the implicit contrary is that you get a wage freeze, but you are not fired, basically.
Right.
Or very few of them will be fired. In the private sector, it's totally different dynamics. And will the private workers be ready to take like a 10, 15, 20% wage cut when taxes are increasing, indirect taxes are increasing, their purchasing power is diminishing? So that is a very difficult social contract to strike.
Now, I'm asking this question this morning, which is this a bailout of Greece, or is it a bailout of the euro and the euro project?
I'm a Europhile, so I'll try to look at it from the optimistic point of view. I think this is a growing pain for Europe, for Europe. It could be a growing pain if it's taken properly, meaning that we have to move forward in the Eurozone and take this occasion for more coordinated fiscal policy, for more integrated economic policy. If the governments in the Eurozone can do that, then it's a growing pain. If not, you know, it's very uncertain at this point.
Is the political will and the recognition that there are deep fault lines lying within the euro project?
That's very interesting because we are now with a new generation of leaders. If you look back 15 years ago, 20 years ago, Mitterrand, Kohl, Trump in Italy, and so on, they were all people who coming out of the war, if you want, of World War II. So they knew the problems, the disaster that caused, and they wanted a closer European integration because of that. The new generation is different. And on top of that, let's not forget that the whole of Eastern Europe opened up. So we have a new market. And, you know, Mrs. Merkel is looking more to the east than to the west. Her first trip was to Poland when she became chancellor. So there's a whole new dynamics in the region. And we need, in Europe, we need vision and courage on part of the leadership. And I'm not sure that it's there yet.